Lycaon with Lycaon Mile Photography Hill once again in the kitchen, still cooking bread. Just in case all the other ones I didn't work out, we were going to do a quick recording right here, right now, on the buttery wheat rolls from the World of Warcraft by Chelsea Castle. I have already done most of it, but the camera definitely didn't work. So I don't know what this one got or not. So the recipe calls for 2 cups of warmed up milk, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 4 tablespoons of salted butter. And just in case you don't know, on the side of all butter is tablespoons. 1 teaspoon of salt and 5 cups of flour. Mix it all together. Warm up the milk and the butter. That is not milk or butter, that is clams. Warm it up. Mix the two together. Pour the sugar in. Mix the salt, flour, yeast, and all the other dry ingredients. Then mix the wet ingredients in with it. Knead it. My technique for kneading is pull, stretch, fold, pull, stretch, fold. And you just keep and push in the middle of that. Salt and yeast. Now, you just mix that all in. I like to contain my mess a little bit and do it in a container, but at some point you do have to make a mess and do it on top of the table. You can put parchment down if you want. There's really no reason to. It's an easy cleanup. I am going to move my book now, though, so I don't get anything on it. When making bread, you want to take off any rings, watches that might contain bacteria. Oh, making a mess. That's a little warmer than I was expecting. Not too bad though. As I can see, I've kept my hand in it. So you mix it around until it is a homogeneous solution. Have to clean your hands off quite a bit, because that is the wet stuff you want to use. Alright. Some got away. I'm no expert in kneading or mixing, but you want to take it and fold it into the middle. God dang it. No mess. Not yet. Fold it in the middle. Push down. And this will make sure that you have a truly homogeneous mixture. So we are almost there. So like I said last time, the photo she uses looks like your basic King Hawaiian rolls. I don't foresee this ever looking like that. Maybe she does something that I don't know. But if you know what a biscotti, an Italian cookie, looks like, that's basically what mine came out as. And I mean, they were tasty. They did not look bad. They just did not look how, oh, that wasn't good. That's a big clump too. It just did not look how whole photo looked. So you take it, fold it, and push. Take it, fold it, and push. That's my technique. It might be wrong. But the key to cooking is finding ways that work for you. Taking all the pieces that are on the side and combining it. So the most important thing about wood is time. And I don't mean the whole time, that's a horrible thing to waste. I mean actual minutes. So I'm going to say this is good and ready for time-honored tradition of leaving it alone and letting it rise. So we will be back in 20 minutes to mess with the dough some more. Then you get a homogeneous item. Let it sit for 20 minutes because all good things take time. And I am not talking about the herb right now. So, after that, about 20 minutes, you get it. Now comes the messy part. Don't need to book anymore. Have a clean surface. That's a stickle. There we go. Right. Flour your surface. Flour the surface. If you're worried about making a mess, you shouldn't be cooking. It's easy to clean up anyway, so take it out. Knead it a little bit more. Then you break it in half. I have a knife here. That was lucky. in half. Need some more. Make sure you guys can see me. And then you just break off little balls. Walk them. Well, that's not too bad. I'm gonna let it cook. All right, so that's the clams. 5 to 7 minutes. All except 2 of them have opened. So we're gonna let it cook just a little bit more and see if they was open. So the key to rolls or anything cookies is actually to get them about the same size. Otherwise, they don't cook at the same rate. That's good. So as you can see, this makes quite a bit. Ooh. That's probably too much. But they do seem to stay for a little while. So you can eat several in a day and go for several days. You can be as neurotic as you want about size, shape, and presentation of these. I am the only one who's going to be eating them, so I don't care. I am the worst cook in that fashion in that I don't care about plating one bit. I'm that lunch lady who just plop. Mixes everything together. Because you know what? When you eat it, it all goes in your stomach and it's all together. So make sure your food plays well. That is important. No kung fu fighting in the stomach. Now, as I was saying, the important part is keeping them about the same size. So that's about the same size. This was the first one I made. That's not the same size. But it's easy to add or subtract. Thankfully, with dough. Alright. Those are now roughly the same size. That's not too bad. Like I said, you can do this as much as possible, as nicely as you want, and get them looking all nice and smooth, having the tops of them smooth and nicely round. Or you can do them like I do and not really give a shit, because when you bite it, it's tasty, and that's what's important. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Alright. The first time I made all this for you guys, and you guys didn't get to see it, but I streamed it on Twitch. Lycaon photography on Twitch. But I also made a spice mixture, which is just sitting there, and I don't know when I'm going to use it. It is used in the book, of course, but who knows how long that's going to take me to get to that recipe. I think it's used in like 3 of them. So, coming up, we will be doing more cooking out of the cookbook, out of the World of Warcraft cookbook. Spending lots of time in Azeroth cooking, even though I'm not playing World of Warcraft at the moment. I don't even know if I still have an account. Honestly, I think they might have deleted it here recently. When World of Warcraft first came out, I started playing pretty quickly. And it was a great game. You actually had customizations, and I don't know if it was a first of its kind or first in its genre. I mean, I'd been playing Warcraft for a long time on the PS2, and it was a PS1 game. PS being PlayStation, for all you kids who may not know. So my gaming went from Nintendo, the original Nintendo Entertainment System, to PlayStation. I'll add a little bit more to this one. And then from the PS1 to PS2, and I then jumped brands to the Xbox 360. I now have an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 4 and the 2 still. I still have my 2. I don't play any of them. I PC game now for the most part. Once again on Twitch. If you guys would like to find me there, it's Lycaon Photography. I do all kinds of different streams. I stream gaming. I stream editing sometimes if I'm particularly far behind. I will be doing fitness streams here this year. I'm letting my routine form up a little bit. I have a morning routine that might get added to Twitch or a different website. I don't know yet. Wake up at 7 a.m. Alright, final two. Go outside for 10 minutes in the cold morning. And then ride my Peloton for 20 minutes. And then I do a movement routine, which will be the main thing that is streamed. Okay. That's done. Now we gotta cook them. So you get your biggest pan, which is on top because I did this not too long ago. Big pan, butter. I keep stepping on this. Okay, so butter your pan literally by rubbing butter on it. That's all it takes. So make sure you cover it all. I do try to get 2 layers on it. So this way and then this way. Alright. And then you just stick it on and they can be close. Chelsea says that you can touch. I personally don't like that. I haven't tried it, so, but just me, I don't like it when I have to tear the rolls apart. So I leave a finger's width between them. And we actually have significant space left. Alright, so in the oven they go. I think it's 20 minutes. Always have your cookbook nearby. Preferably right next to you, but preheat oven. Yeah, 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes, we will be back to let you see how they look and the final step. Alright, we are back. The buns are out of the oven. Oven is open, keeping the house warm. I put the butter away. Wow, they are still warm, still hot. You want to butter the buns, just like you did the pan. So, just take it, rub it on top, out hot. These are literally out of the oven. It does not particularly matter how well you cover it. As they are tasty to be already. So I said I don't like them touching because I don't like pulling them apart. most of them ended up touching. So they grew, which we knew they would, but they grew more than I expected. Not a big deal. That is hot. That actually makes this part of it easier. Because they don't move as much. Because they can't. They are stuck. I'm stuck in the middle with you. I can't go left or right. I am in the middle with all of my friends, wondering why I feel so alone. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it called for buttering the top. Might have called for egging the top. That's an ugly one. I'll be eating that one for you guys. So, buttered. Alright. Then that can go back in the fridge to solidify. Okay. So, buns. They still don't look like the picture. But that is okay. It does not honestly matter. What matters is how they taste. Knowing how publishing and all that works, there's a very good chance that they used a pre-made photo just to call it buns. They also call it wheat buns when we did not use wheat flour, so that's still hot. Alright. Oh, well, that's a lot fluffier. Two thumbs up. Tasty. It's a lot fluffier than the last set was. So all I can imagine all that is more kneading, getting it more consistent and homogeneous. But that is good. You can top this however you want. Drip chocolate on it. I mean, sky's the limit. Food recipes are only a recipe. They are a guideline to get so that you know, so you are able to replicate the work multiple times. You can always change it if you know what you're doing. Even if you don't know what you're doing, changing it is okay. And expand upon it. Sticking cheese on these would be amazing, especially as they're already still hot. So, another good recipe from the World of Warcraft book by Chelsea Castle. We will be doing more soon, hopefully. And by hopefully, I will be doing more soon. I'm looking at some of the ingredients already. You can't see them, though. You can see one of them. If you can pick out what on this table is an ingredient for the next recipe, you get 10,000 points. Points non-redeemable, legal speech. Yeah. It's like, whose line is it anyways? The points don't matter. Go out, be kind with to one another. Do a random act of kindness. If you're in a fast food line, pay for the person behind you. If you're walking towards a door, open it for the next person. Be kind to one another. Support your streamers. Let them know how much you appreciate the amount of time they spend online with you. And have a wonderful day. What?